has just finished watching all 4 hours of the film Leaving Neverland. It's an audience of over 100 men and women here who say that they were sexually abused as children. Surrounding them were supporters and family members. And watching this documentary was an intense and very emotional experience for many people here. The two men who tell their stories in Leaving Neverland, Wade Robson and James Safechuck, are also here with me on stage, as well as the director of the film, Dan Reed.
Why they got their legs crossed like that?
And so here's the reason why I'm here. In 25 years of the Oprah Show, I taped 217 episodes on sexual abuse. Mm-hmm. I tried to get the message across to people that sexual abuse was not just abuse, it was also sexual seduction. So after I saw Leaving Netherland for the first time, I called up Dan Reed. I didn't know Dan Reed, and told him that, Dan, I said, you were able to illustrate in these 4 hours what I tried to explain in 217. And I know people all over the world are going to be in an uproar and debating whether or not Michael Jackson did these things or not,
Mike
whether
these two men
are lying or not lying. But for me, this moment transcends Michael Jackson. It is much bigger.
All right. It goes without saying that I'm not the biggest fan of Oprah Winfrey. I've never was. I don't know. I never got a good feeling about Oprah in my spirit. No warm and fuzzy about her. No good thoughts about Oprah. I feel like Oprah is more or less a talk show host. I feel like she's she's a smart businesswoman, but I don't feel like Oprah's attention. What am I trying to say? I don't feel like her intentions towards the Black community as a whole, I don't feel like they're good. I don't feel like her and her ace Boone Coon Gayle King, I feel like they are very, very much so assimilated into European society. But I digress. That's just my little rant on Oprah real quick. Okay, here's my problem with this whole documentary. Here's my problem with Oprah doing this after Neverland. For one, regardless of how I feel about Oprah Winfrey, when she endorses something, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much a seal of approval. It's like having a notary stamp on whatever the issue was. Now, the people in the Black community and African American community have pretty much been taking her to task and pretty much been. I don't think you're gonna cancel Oprah because Oprah's a multi-billionaire. So if they're saying they're gonna cancel her, but I don't really necessarily see them being able to cancel Oprah Winfrey. It's wishful thinking. But my problem is, she just said it transcends Michael Jackson. Well, if it transcended Michael Jackson, there's so many other different people out here that have been known, that it's proven that these are the deeds that they did, that they were sexual predators, that they were seducing kids, and all of this stuff. So why piggyback your message that you are have so much conviction about of something that isn't proven to be true? It's my word against, well, nobody's, because Michael Jackson isn't even here to defend himself. Why would you springboard your message off of something that is so shaky? Wade Robson, Robeson, whatever the heck his name was a protege of Michael Jackson's, whom got into the business because of Michael Jackson's connections, whom profited off of Michael Jackson when he was alive, of Michael Jackson's name and his recognition. When you tell somebody Mike is sending that person, they're okay, Mike's sending them, because Mike was such a workaholic. Mike was such a warm, inviting person, such a trustworthy person that people, when you said it, people rolled with it. Okay. He got on the stand in 2005 when Mike had to go through his ridiculous trial that he should never had to been gone through. And I believe that it killed him. I believe that, he just couldn't endure. I think Mike was brokenhearted, defending Michael Jackson. He got on there defending Michael Jackson. Now all of a sudden, when you can't do what you want to do, or when you're struggling, you say, hey, I'm going to come up with these allegations. All right. Now listen, my personal feelings aside about certain things, I'm not a type of person that tries to hold on to my personal feelings about a matter. I try to be unbiased, look at facts, not feelings. Okay. Just as much as I would like for R. Kelly to not be guilty, more than likely R. Kelly is guilty on at least 60 to 70% of the things that he's saying. I don't think R. Kelly is holding folks in dungeons. However, I do think R. Kelly has been sleeping with underage girls. It's factual. It's proven. He married Aaliyah when she was 15. He got caught on tape having sex with another 15-year-old. So obviously, Kel was like him young. Very young. So that's been proven. So when other women are coming out saying, hey, R. Kelly did this to me, other young girls, it's probably believable. I mean, and then on top of that, R. Kelly is, he's a narcissist and he's a bit controlling. You can see it in the interview or whatever. So narcissistic people have a tendency to play the victim. They have a tendency to be controlling. They have a tendency to be hard to deal with. They don't know, more people are narcissists than what people realize, but they can't fathom in their mind if they're doing anything, that they will possibly be doing anything wrong to you. That's why when you talk to a narcissistic person and when you tell them that something that they're doing to you, they have a tendency to turn around and put it back on you. But anywho, I digress. This whole Oprah thing about Michael Jackson, okay, is ridiculous, man. I mean, for goodness sake, you wouldn't let the man be in peace when he's alive, and you won't even let you won't let him rest in peace. At this point, leave the man alone. He's dead and he's gone. All right. It's been proven Michael Jackson was not a child molester. Now, I never believed that Michael Jackson was a child molester. Never believed it. They will always ask Mike, why would he do things with young kids? And Mike would always say the scripture that Jesus said, suffer the little children, which is saying, hey, you be long suffering, enduring, you receive them. Mike felt that it was his duty to support children, help them achieve their dreams, be there for them in their time of need. That's what he felt. He felt like it was a God-given duty for him to do that. And the sad thing about it is, the few kids that came out and lied and said that Michael Jackson, well, actually, the first little kid that claimed that Michael Jackson, it wasn't him, it was his father. His father claimed that Michael Jackson molested him. His father got like a $20 million settlement. That dude didn't never speak to his parents again. He was so heartbroken and so upset that what they made him do to a good man, the dude left the country. He left the country. Just couldn't deal with himself. Couldn't deal with them, couldn't deal with himself. And it's been proven. That dude, it was a lie. So, when you got somebody like Oprah that's come behind and giving these guys validation, and they're out the money, they got a lawsuit going on against the Jackson estate. I wonder, do people think, like Oprah Winfrey, think about this man's 80-something-year-old mother, or his 20-year-old daughter, 21-year-old son, 18-year-old son? I wonder, do Oprah Winfrey actually think about how it feels, and people like Oprah, how that's affecting those children, knowing that their father was a great man, and having to hear all these lies about their father, or in Miss Katherine Jackson's case, God bless her soul, her son. It's just ridiculous. Leaving Neverland was not a documentary. It was a movie. It was meant to put you in shock and awe. And for me, it saddens me. It saddens me and it breaks my heart, because Mike was a great man. And I'm gonna bring this little rant to a close here. But what saddens me about this whole situation is that Michael Jackson did so much for people. Mike was a billionaire in the early 90s. He was a billionaire. And instead of hiding behind his wealth, he tried to take his wealth and tried to help the world. And because people couldn't understand his passion and his love to be around children, they called him a freak. Mike had vitiligo, right? I did research about vitiligo. Vitiligo robs your skin of pigment. It basically saps your melanin out. And Mike was so heartbroken about this. But I remember people saying that he was bleaching his skin out of ignorance. Mike had a lot of insecurities. He didn't like the fact that he looked like his father. That's why he changed his face. Because he didn't want to look like his father. But Mike was selfless enough to, love on people the way that he loved on people. Helped so many people. And I was thinking about this earlier. I said, man, truly, this world didn't deserve Michael Jackson. We don't deserve a person like him. When God gives us such beautiful people, innocent people, gentle people, loving and kind people, because most of us don't understand them, we turn them into these horrible, horrible monsters because we don't understand them. God give us so many grateful and gracious and giving and kind people, and we just chew them up and spit them out. This world didn't deserve Michael Jackson. This the hell that this world put Michael Jackson through. For being a good person. For trying to do the command of the Most High God by suffering the little children. This world put Mike through absolute hell on earth. Tried to send the man to prison. And it was proven that this family that was accusing him of things was grifters. They went from celebrity to celebrity trying to swindle as much money out of these people as they can. So, I'm sorry, Oprah. You said transcends Michael Jackson. Why did you use Michael as the springboard? You disgust me, man. And all those people sitting up on that stage, the director and James Saychuk and Roberson, man, I'm not God. I don't have a heaven or hell to put you in. But the only thing that I say is you guys better pray that he's merciful when it's time for us to stand before the Maker. Because I can almost 100% certainly say that when he talks to Michael, he gonna say, Mike, job well done. All four of you guys sitting up on that stage, man, I can't say the same for you. You want to know the truth, Oprah Winfrey? The world didn't deserve a person like Michael Jackson. And you didn't even deserve to be his friend. I'm out.